Good afternoon, everyone. Very welcome into sixth week of Consortium online lecture series organized by University of Mumbai's both model colleges, Model Degree College Tayare, which is known as Vijayalakshmi Vishwanath Devi College, Tayare Sindhudurga, and Vishwabhushan Bharat Ratna Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Model Degree College, Ambadave Mandangarh. We are having a technical association from Dombivli Shikshan Prasarak Mandals, KV Pendarkar College. Today is the sixth week of this consortium online lecture series organized for the students of Konkan region who is enrolled in University of Mumbai and studying in third year of science, arts and commerce. This Konkan region specifically
सर आवाज येत नाही.
Durga Raigad today. Madam has completed MBA in dual specialization with HR and IT. Madam also completed MPhil as well as qualified UGC NET exam. Madam has a huge experience of 6 years and currently Madam is associate with Vishwabhushan Bharat Ratna Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Model Degree College, Ambadave, Mandangarh. Today, Madam going to deliver her knowledge for the subject of organizational behavior for the stream of B.F.M. Without wasting too much time, I like to request Patil ma'am, please start. Madam, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, all. We start Introduction to Organization Behavior. This is the syllabus of TY B.F.M. Organization behavior. The word is complex because every person's behavior is different, and therefore the study of organization behavior is challenging and interesting. It's help in studying some type of questions like why the people behave in a particular way. The people is behave as per the situation, but their responses are different as per their knowledge. Then next question is rises why one person is more effective than the other. Person is effective than the other because the situations are same, but their knowledge, their experiences are different and they react that situation differently. Then next question is why one group is more effective than the other. This is also studied by using the organization behavior. And next question is why one person is more effective in one organization as compared to the other organization. Because person is one, but the situations or organizations are different. But person is effective in one organization than the other, and what is the reason behind that person's efficiency. It is studied by using the organization behavior. Let's start with the definition. Definition of organization behavior. It is a field of study that investigates the impact that individuals, groups, and structure have on behavior within the organizations for the purpose of applying such knowledge toward improving an organization's effectiveness. The definition states that the study of OB is investigative and which also impact on individual group and structure. That knowledge is useful for improving the organization effectiveness. That means the study of OB is important for achieving organizational as well as individual goals. Let's see the next definition. Organizational behavior can be defined as the study and application of knowledge about human behavior related to the other elements of an organization, such as structure, technology, and social system. In the second definition, it states that it is the knowledge of a human behavior which includes the organizational elements like structure, technology, social system, which affects on the organization behavior. That means these are the some basic definitions of OB. There are main four elements of OB. One is people, second is structure, third is technology, and fourth is environment. These four elements are related to each other and which explain the organization behavior. People, first focus on the people. People that includes individual and group. Individual person having individual experiences and they react on the situation. Group, group means it is the combination of the experiences and combination of a behavior along with the organizational activity. Then structure. Structure means in the organization there are number of jobs are available. And that means there is some hierarchy is used in the organization. And in that hierarchy, the different jobs are appeared by the individual persons. And then next in the structure is very important relationship. In the structure, the persons having the specific type of the relationship. For example, employer and employee. The most of the conflicts are occur in the employer and employee and that affects on the organization behavior. Then next element, key element is a technology. See here, technology is very important for the organization and it is the day-to-day life, it is daily changes. And that's why it is also reflects on the behavior of an individual as well as group. Machinery, computer, hardware, and software. Most of the organizations uses the advanced technology, advanced machinery to produce maximum production and which also affects on the behavior of the employees. Then next is environment. Environment is also affects on the organization behavior. In that environment, the components are government, competition, social pressures. Government. Government makes some policies or acts which is useful for employees as well as organization. For example, Company Act or some policies which is included for growth of the employees. Then competition. Competition is also reflects on the organization behavior. Number of companies or number of industries developed in the market which create the pressure, work pressure on the employees and competition is occur. Then social pressure. Social pressure is also affects on the organization behavior. That elements are useful for understanding behavior of the employee as well as group. Then of the behavior. Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am. Hello. मैम आवाज देखिए. हेलो.
Understanding of self and other. Organization behavior is useful for understanding self as well as other. In that our skills, our improve our knowledge and experiences, as well as we understand our colleague and as well as boss. That means organization behavior is useful for understanding all the behavior of the persons, which is useful for improving the effectiveness. Then improvement of the quality and productivity. We improve the productivity and quality by using the OB, that means organization behavior, because it focuses on the personality, values, attitudes, norms, and other related qualities which are included for the effectiveness or growth of the organization and individual. Then next is effective communication. Organization behavior improve the effective communication because it includes the skills which improve the specialities of the communication. Then maximization of a human resource. Organization behavior maximize the human resource, which includes the use of the human skills, which improve by using a special type of training need, and also it improves the job satisfaction. Then next is effective communication. Effective communication is a very important because the communication is a part of the OB. Without communication, we can't understand the relationship between the employer and employee. And that's why the effective communication is improved by the organization behavior. Then next is good human relation. Organization behavior maintain the good human relation within the human and within the organization. That relation includes the teamwork and make effective the work. Introduction of the organization. Change is necessary for every organization, and that's why the response of the employees or response of the internal person is effective for the OB. Then next is scope of the organization behavior. It includes individuals, group, and structure. Person attitude, the personality is improved, and it clears the perception about the organization. It improves the attitude towards the organization. It motivates the person to contribute to the organization. Then next is organization. It improves their values. The next is group. Group dynamics. Group dynamics is useful for the organization behavior. We can apply in the organization behavior by using the
मॅम अनम्यूट करा, आवाज येत नाही तुमचा.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, sir, for poor network connection. Okay.
No problem.
We see the scope of organization behavior. There are three scopes: individual, group, and structure. In individual, we concentrate on the personality, perception, attitudes, motivation, job satisfaction, learning, and values. That means it is useful in improving the personality of individual, making the perception, and improving the attitudes, and motivate the individual to get their get desirable goals and feeling job satisfaction. Then next is group. Organization behavior is useful for group dynamics. It is remove the group conflicts and improve the communication, and also it improves the relations within the group and improve the leadership qualities among the individuals. Then structure. Organization structure. Organization structure is involving in the organization behavior, and it focuses on the each and every person's how to improve their job and their culture. Then the changes of the organization is accepted by using the organization behavior, and organization behavior is supports the development of the organization. Then we study the basic models of the organization behavior. There are four basic models. First is autocratic, custodial, supportive, and collegial. Focus on first. model, autocratic model. Autocratic model is based on the power. That means it is a centralization of the power. That means it is powered or given the authority to the boss. It is obedient to the employees and it depends on the boss also. The need of employees meets the need of subsistence and performance of the employees is very low in the autocratic model. Custodial model. Custodial model is based on economic sources. That means money. It is the advanced version of autocratic model. In that model, it provides the security and benefits to the employees. It depends on the organization and employee needs the security from the custodial model. They employees have the money getting on leadership. Along with the name, it provides the support to the manager and employees also. In this support,
Ma'am, unmute yourself.
then next orientation. It is having the responsible behavior. That means the employees are work as a partner. They are self-disciplined and self-actualized. And enthusiasm. And four blind persons are trying to understand how looks the elephant. They are touching to the organs of the elephant and try to understand. But we all know that the whole organ combinations are called as elephant, and that's the creation of the perception. Then see the definition of perception. Perception includes all those processes by which an individual receives the information about his environment, seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, and smelling. Perception means we are identifying our environment and getting the knowledge. And that knowledge is getting from our sensory. Perception is the process of becoming aware of the situation, of adding meaningful association to sensation. That means the perception is a process which aware about the situation, which is aware about what is happening, and they are finding the how it react, and it is the meaningful association between hearing, feeling, tasting, and smelling. Perception is making in three ways. First is situation, second is persons perceived, and third is perceiver. First is characteristic of the situation. Organization role. What is the role of organization? How they are cooperate to the employees and how they facilitate to the employees, or how to make the environment within the organization. It is also include the perception. Then location of event. It is also affects on the perception of the employees or a person. Then characteristics of the person perceived. Physical appearance, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and ascribed attributes. The person perceived by the physically person is involving in the situation, how they get the information, they organize it. Then verbal communication, words is having some type of meaning. Then non-verbal communication, that means a symbolic language or some symbols are included in the person's perceived, and some attributes which also contribute to the perceiver. Self-concept. The perceiver having the some self-concept according to their experiences, old experiences or information. Then cognitive structure, response silence, perceive previous experience and associate with the present experience. Perceivers, which creates of the others, is the sum total ways in which an individual react and interact with others. Personality is a thing that which the person is having own experiences and knowledge and react or interact with the others. In the other words, the term personality refers to the habit, attitudes, and other social traits that are characteristics of a given individual behavior. That means the personality is having some type of habits, attitudes, which reflects on the individual behavior. And persons have sorry for disturbances.
हाँ मैम हेलो
Term personality refers to the. Am I audible, sir?
yes
Hello.
yes ma'am audible
Sorry for disturbance.
yes
The term personality refers to habit, attitudes, and other social traits that are characteristics of a given individual behavior. That means that
Ma'am,
every
your PPT is
individual
not
person
visible. Huh?
is not visible.
Yes.
One minute. Is it visible, sir?
No. Yes, yes, now it's visible.
Personality is a pattern of relatively permanent traits and unique characteristics that give both the consistency and individuality to a person's behavior. That means the personality is having a special or permanent trait that is affected on the situation or their own experiences, and which is the consistency which includes on the individual to the person's behavior. See some characteristics or features of personality. Personality is something which is unique in each individual because every individual is developed or getting the knowledge from the different sources and different knowledges or situations. Personality refers particularly to the persistent quality of an individual because every individual has different qualities and they are a master in that particular quality. Organism to environment. Personality is a part for improving the personality, and that's why the person is trying to contact or interact the positive attitude person to improve their uh, personality. Personality represents a unique organization of a persistent, dynamic, and social predisposition. It is a consistent and it is a psychological and physiological. It impacts behaviors and actions around the person. Personality is called as combination of expressed in some factors. First is biological factor. Biological factor means in that factor it is male or female, voice of the person, then caste of the person, belonging from the culture or a special religion. It is included in the biological factor. Then situational factor. Individual personality is also referred to the situational factor. That means the person or individual is suffering from the a specific type of situation, and along that situation, they improve their personality. Then it is also along with the cultural factor. Cultural factor is include they are having some type of cultures. Every area, every religion having a special type of culture and which also affects on the personality of the person. Then family and group factors. Family means the person or individual lives in that special group that called as family, and persons involving in the family, it largely affects on the individual's personality. And factors of a group. Group is that means friend group or a colleague group or a formal or informal group, which also affects on the personality of the employees. There are big five personality traits. First trait is openness. That type of openness personality, the person is being curious, they are original, they are intellectual and creative and open to new ideas. That means they are open for a change, they are open for the growth. Then next personality is consequence personality. It is being organized, it is a systematic, punctual, achievement oriented, and dependable. Then next personality is extraversion personality. Extraversion personality is being outgoing, and it is having the talkative nature. The extraversion personality is having social and enjoying social situations. Then agreeableness is being affable, tolerant. They are sensitive and trusting, and kind and warm of that personality person. Then neuroticism. Neuroticism is a being anxious. They are irritable and moody. These are mode of conduct or end state is personally or socially preferable. That is what is right and good. Every person's or every group is having some type of values, and that values are decided what is right or good. They contain a judgmental element in that they carry the individual's idea of what is right, good, or desirable. The value system, the value system is based on values in terms of their intention. Other factors include the national culture, parental decades, teachers, friends, and similar environmental influences on the personality. Having the knowledge about the good, a special type of image, and that's the why the values are important for the person. Then next is attitude. An attitude is a mental and neural state of a readiness organized through experience, exerting a directive or dynamic influence upon the individual response to all objects and situations with which it is related. That means it is a special type of situation, that means attitude. Attitude is a mental or neural state in which is getting the some organized experiences and which is directive and dynamic influences of individual responses. It their behavior or their attitude is created from their uh, old sufferings or old experiences and object and situations which is related to that attitude. Attitude is a dispositional readiness to respond to certain institutions, persons, or objects in a consistent manner which has been learned and has become one's typical mode of responses. That means the attitude of the person is a special or a special type of response which is containing a certain institution, persons, or object in the consistent manner. The attitude of the person is formed by different things. First is mass communication. Person is morely or largely attracted by the mass communication. For example, YouTube, television set, radio, etc., Facebook, etc. These are the mass communications effects on the attitude. They learn from a continuous response how to react on the situation. Then experience with the object is the other element of formation of attitude. In this case, the person getting the experience from the object and how to react, how to respond is learned from that object. Then classical conditioning opera, op, classical conditioning is the also a form of the attitude, and operant conditioning is also effects on the attitude. In that case, various learnings are included. There is a classical conditioning where the person is more from the observation, and the attitude of the person is the combination or it is the continuous response which is taken from the um, persons or family or peer groups involving in their group. Then next is neighborhood. Neighborhood is also affects on the attitude. The person is learn from the observation, and they observe their neighbors and how they behave and how they interact with the neighbors. The neighborhood and make their attitude. Then economic status is very rich. For example, we follow the Anil Ambani, and we try to learn their attitude. And that means the economic status is also affects on the attitude. And these are the formation of attitude which formulate individual person's attitude. Then next is a job satisfaction. Job satisfaction is a feeling and which is very useful for both the employees and employer, because which creates the mental or mindset which gives the better from the organization, and employee is try to feel organization is try to feel job satisfaction to the employees. uh, See the definition. Job satisfaction is, as the name suggests, it is the feeling of a contentment or a sense of accomplishment which an employee derives from his or her job. It is a result of a appraisal that causes one to attain their job values or meet out their basic needs. It helps in determining to what extent a person likes or dislikes his or her job. Job satisfaction is a feeling which is useful for the organization, which get the satisfaction to the employee, and this is a step where the person feels I'm happy with this job and I'm getting more money as well as status and responsibilities also. Job satisfaction causes by the some points. Uh, First point is pay. That means high subjective. Job satisfaction is caused by the paying. When there is more paying, then the person is job satisfied. Then job itself, type of job and work of job is also affects on the job satisfaction. Then co-workers is also affects on the job satisfaction, because the co-workers, how the co-workers are acting under that person and how they are cooperate to that person, it also affects on the job satisfaction. Then promotion and opportunities are largely affects on the job satisfaction, because every person is get an opportunity for the promotion and growth, and therefore it is affects the job satisfaction. Then personal and professional development. Personal and professional development is useful for job satisfaction, because it is make it more efficient for the person to make it more efficient satisfaction. The policies of the organization, when the policies are more friendly or they are taking care of their employees, then the employee gets the job satisfaction. Then some jobs are having less, or they are providing a better content because of the job satisfaction, but the job itself, co-workers, promotion, supervisor support policies are also the causes of the job satisfaction. Then next, what is motivation? Motivation is a most important part in our life, because without motivation we can't do anything, and therefore motivation is is motivated, derived that pushes you to work hard. It is the energy that gives you the strength to get up and keep going, even when things are not going your way. That means the motivation is a thing which you can do anything which you want. That means the thing which is motivate to you, and you are get the desired thing in your life. Motivation is the result of a process, internal or external, to the individual that arouses enthusiasm and persistence to pursue a certain course of action. How behavior gets started is energized, is sustained, is directed, is stopped, and what kind of subjective reaction is present in the organization, while all this is going on by motivation. That means motivation is the part which guide the person, which make the life of the person, and that's why motivation is useful. We formulate the performance by using the formula for performance is equal to function of ability multiplied by motivation. Without ability, without motivation, we can't do anything. And therefore, performance is measured by these two factors, ability and motivation. In this case, when the motivation is high, then we can get maximum ideas, and we process internal or external individual and emphasize the persistent pursue a certain course of action. Then next point is learning. Learning can be defined as the permanent change in behavior due to direct and indirect experiences. It means changes in behavior, attitude due to education and training, practice, and experiences. It is completed by acquisition of knowledge and skill which are relatively permanent. Learning is the process where the person or individual improve their skill, knowledge, and experiences also. They improve their knowledge and they get the new things and they achieve their goals. Learning is a continuous process. It is not stopping from birth of the child and death of the person. The learning process is continue from the time the person is born till the time the person dies. Individual is try to learn things. Classical conditioning theory, then operant conditioning theory, cognitive learning theory, and social learning theory. These learning theories are explain how the learning is conducted. In the classical conditioning, we are using a traditional way, observation, etc. Then in the social learning, we learn from the society. In the cognitive learning, we are getting the experiences or knowledges from the outside. And in the operating conditioning, we are getting the knowledge from the others. Then next is characteristic of learning. Learning is a purposeful because the person is having some type of goal and they uh, try to get that goal, and that why they are learn some type of skills. That means the learning is purposeful. Learning is a result of a experience. That means learning is come from experience. First the individual get the experiences and then they are learned. Learning is a multifaceted. Multifaceted means what? We are learning from the different things. That means we are learning from the mass media, we are learning from our neighbors, we are learning from our family groups, and all the sources are used for the learning. Learning is an active process. That means it is always active and everywhere there is a source of learning and we are trying to learn the things. Thank you. Hope so you like it, the lecture, and thank you very much, sir, for giving me opportunity to share my knowledge. Thank you.